hear me out, fam. Hear me out. People been asking me, so what happens when you pass away? A lot of people gonna consider this crazy. Oh, you watch too much TV. Anyways, when you pass away, you're gonna see a light at the end of the tunnel, and you're gonna see a family member trying to lure you into that light. Now, when you follow that light, your memory is gonna be wiped completely clean, and you're gonna be reborn again into a new body. You know what I'm saying? Many people think that the family members they see are real, but this is just like AI trying to lure you back into this realm, into this matrix, right? And yeah, you're born again. So like, let's say your grandmother passed 10 years ago. Many of y'all believe your grandmother's watching over you, and it's going to be hard for many of y'all to grasp, but your grandmother who passed 10 years ago, if she didn't know this knowledge, she went through that light and she came out born again. Her memory wiped completely clean. And if it happened 10 years ago, right now she's living in a 10-year-old's body that doesn't remember her past life. You know what I'm saying? There's an episode of Star Trek. I put the title right here. Go to YouTube and search this title. It's a former show, Star Trek. I never used to watch this show. Like, many of us knew this information because a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you watch too much sci-fi. That's how you got this information. No, I found out this information because I never watched Star Trek after I knew all of this. And many people know this too. Many people know this too. So search that. And in that scene, I couldn't put the clip here because if I put the clip here, like in the creator program, they're going to say it's not original. So go search that on YouTube. On that scene, you see the girl, right? She's like on the other side. And her father's trying to lower her in back into the reincarnation cycle. He's pretending to be her father. And then she realizes, you're not my father. Like, you're something else. And you're trying to lure me back in. Like, you know what I mean? And it kind of explains what I'm telling you. Because they need to put it, the elites and the people that know this in charge, they need to put this on shows or TV. They need to let us know what really goes on. So go see that clip. And if you see that clip, even put in the comments that you came after watching my video. But go see that clip, and you're going to see that they're going to, when you pass to the other side, you're going to see family members trying to lure you back in. But if you don't want to reincarnate back into the cycle, you finally want to ascend and go home, what you do is, once you see that light at the end of the tunnel, you say, no, you don't want to go there. You demand to go home. And if you demand to go home, they need to let you go. Because before you came here, you signed a contract that you was going to go through this, through numerous amounts of lifetimes. That's why the people that don't know this information, that you tell this to them, they're going to keep reincarnating back and forth until they finally ascend. Because what happens is, the people that know this information, these are the old souls that have been through many lives. Because after you've been here through many lives, because you didn't know this information, that's why it's easier for you chosen ones to grasp knowledge that others can't. So it's easier for you to finally live this final life and then ascend to where you really came from. Unless you really want to come back again and experience life again. But if you don't want to experience life again, when you're on the other side, you see that like you demand to go home. So yeah, the people that don't know this information that are going to laugh at me and say, this guy's crazy, he's been watching too much TV or whatnot, they're going to keep coming back and forth until they finally live so many lifetimes that now they become more aware of things. That's why some people that you see, they don't pick knowledge up like you do because they haven't lived as many lifetimes as you. But for those that want to finally escape this realm and leave to the other side, once you pass and you experience that light, you could do two choices. You could go into that light, get your memory wiped clean, and you're going to be into a new body back into this realm. Or you could turn around. If you turn around and face away from the light, you're going to see the entire universe. And you can go home. You know what I'm saying? Or you can demand, hey, listen, I don't want to go back into the realm. No, I'm not going with you because you're not really my grandmother. You're not really my mom or my dad who passed to the other side, or my pet telling you to come, you know, because you'll see things that you loved that passed before you trying to tell you, come, come, come. This is heaven. And you're going to believe it's so. But it's not. That light is you coming out again out of the womb, memory wiped clean, and you're a baby again. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, people don't really understand this. But the elites even know this, and they put it on TV programming and in shows so you can know. Again, I never saw the show Star Trek, so it's not like I got it from that show. I actually, after I knew this information, you know when you know certain information already, and I know all of a sudden, because these telephones, this technology in your hand, they can sense They can feel your nerves, and they can, like, you know what I'm saying, sense what you're thinking. That's why when you think something, it pops up in your algorithm, right? So after you know this information, a lot of these things start popping up, and you're like, yo, you see, like, I'm not bugging. So yeah, a lot of people gonna consider you crazy. They're not gonna understand what you're trying to say. But yeah, I put the title here so you could go to YouTube and check that video out so you could have a more understanding. In this scene, again, she sees her father. He's trying to lure her back in. She notices not her father, and she's like, I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm not gonna go with you. I know who you are. You know what I mean? So I put the title there so you could go see and get like a more understanding. But yeah, once you pass, if you don't want to come back into this realm, you're done living the many lives, and you want to go to your real home, to where you really came from, you gotta like demand it, because again, you came here by choice, but they can lure you back in. I know it's deep. I'll talk more about it like once you guys see that, and on your comments, once you guys ask questions or whatnot, I'll try to make videos on answering to give you a more clear understanding. But yeah, that's kind of what happens when you pass to the other side. And for y'all that don't know, I mean, I'm glad I'm telling y'all, because some of y'all like, yo, I'm done with this. Like, you know what I mean? Because some of y'all feel like old souls. That's why you're chosen. You've lived already many lives. So your wisdom, you gain many knowledge from all your lifetimes. So you know what I mean? That's why you see things clearly that others don't. Like new souls can't really grasp this information. They still believe on the heaven theory, and they're like, no, he's a demonic being and he's trying to lure us into hell. That light is actually heaven. That's cool if you want to believe that, but that's not how it goes. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna tend to my baby real quick, but go search this thing that I put on the YouTube and come back and let me know what y'all think. I love y'all.